Well, any moment now, we are expecting a key hearing in a civil case against actor Alec Baldwin over that deadly shooting on the set of the movie Rust back in 2021. 3 crew members are suing Baldwin and the producers, accusing them of negligent and reckless conduct. Attorneys for Baldwin and El Dorado Pictures will argue to have this case dismissed. Cinematographer Helena Hutchins, a married mother of 1 child, was shot and killed on the set during a rehearsal. Director Joel Souza was injured. Baldwin has long claimed he did not pull the trigger, saying the gun simply went off. Special prosecutors are considering refiling criminal charges against him, and that's after a forensics report made public last week said that given the testings and findings, quote, the trigger had to be pulled or depressed sufficiently. Armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed is still facing criminal charges of involuntary manslaughter and evidence tampering. She's pleaded not guilty, and her trial has now been pushed back to February. So a lot to discuss here. Let's welcome now criminal defense attorney Lexie Rigden. So Lexie, thank you so much for helping us to break this down. First, what are we expecting out of today's hearing?
Thank you, Kelly. Well, it's not clear exactly what the basis is for their motion to dismiss because there are so many reasons why in civil cases attorneys file motions to dismiss. It could be a jurisdictional issue. It could be failure to state a claim. Ultimately, they want to get the case dismissed. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that hearing. But interestingly enough, as attorneys often do, these attorneys have also filed a request in the alternative that if the court is not willing to simply dismiss it, then at least kick it down the road and have it heard, if at all, after we figure out what's going on with the criminal charges, which is a good way to delay it in terms of the defense, but it also makes sense probably for both sides because they're going to need discovery, and it's obviously going to be a lot easier or harder for either side of the case depending on what happens in the criminal case.
Got it. So how would it benefit the crew members who are suing Baldwin to wait until the criminal trial is over?
If Baldwin does get charged again, then it could help in the sense that if he's proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt for involuntary manslaughter or whatever they might charge him with, that's what he was charged with before, then it's obviously going to make the plaintiff's case easier because they have a lower legal burden. The standard is basically more likely than not in civil cases. So it makes it easier. It's kind of like how when OJ was convicted beyond a reasonable doubt and then later he was sued civilly and the plaintiffs in that case won. So it would make it easier on them if he were held criminally responsible, and maybe even depending on the outcome of Hannah's case, because they're not just charging him, or they're not just suing him as an actor, they're also suing him as a producer, as having supervisory roles in terms of this production, and then that it was negligently and shoddily run. And so depending on what happens with Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's case, if she's convicted, that could also help the plaintiff's case as well.
Got it. So special prosecutors haven't decided whether criminal charges will be refiled against Baldwin. What does the evidence show, according to the FBI in this newly released forensics report?
Well, this has really gone back and forth. The FBI had originally done an expert report on the firearm saying that the trigger had to have been pulled. Then there was another report that came out that said that the gun had actually been modified. The charges were dismissed. And now there's been another expert report that has come out and said that the trigger had to have been depressed or pushed down sufficiently for it to fire. And so now special prosecutors are weighing whether, in light of that new expert report, they're able to bring the charges against him. And that sort of just goes to show that in these criminal cases, you can't necessarily predict what's going to happen. Prosecutors have a lot of discretion. They can bring charges back that they decided not to pursue, obviously, depending on the amount of time that's passed, but not a lot of time has passed since they made that decision. So he could have charges filed against him again soon, or maybe not. It really remains to be seen.
So we have about 20 seconds left, but I'd love to get your take on this, Lexie. Armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's trial has now been pushed back to February, as you know. What impact do you think this will have on the civil cases and on possible criminal charges against Baldwin?
Well, probably not a ton of, I mean, the pushback of the trial, I think it was from December and now it's in February. That is a blip in terms of the criminal justice system and in terms of litigation in civil cases as well. So I don't think that that's going to have much of an effect at all. And it's always beneficial for criminal defendants, generally speaking, the farther out they can go before trial, usually the better it is for them because witnesses become available, they forget. So that's probably better for her, but it's not going to make a ton of difference. It's not a very long delay at all.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.